Hey guys, welcome to Tailgate Talking with Scott. Today I want to share with you a little recap of the MLF BFL that we had this past weekend up on Neely Henry Lake in Gadsden, Alabama. I had a great time up there. Caught a pretty good bit of fish, but our practice was not that great. Did not get on any big bites or anything. A lot of my friends were coming in telling me, hey guys, I'm catching some on a frog, catching some 3, 4, 5 pounders. And I just couldn't make it happen. I tried to throw a frog quite a bit up there during practice. Never had a blow up on it. Threw a little walking bait top water a little bit. Had a couple of blow ups on it, but just wasn't very confident in that. So here's what I want to tell you what did it for me to get me a 16th place finish out of 113 there on Neely Henry. And there were 2 baits that I went to. Number 1 was a Zoom Z-Crawl Junior, and basically I just hooked that up that way, put a bobber stopper on it with a 3/16 ounce weight, and I used that little Z-Crawl Junior with a 3/0 trocar hook, and use that to flip around grass, in grass, swim it through grass, and around docks. And I caught a couple of my keepers for the tournament on that. And the colors that I used for that Z-Crawl Junior, I used a tilapia magic and also used a June bug colored Z-Crawl Junior. And again, now these come in 2 different sizes. They come in the Z-Crawl, which is a bigger bait than these 2, but this is the Z-Crawl Junior. And use that with the 3/0 hook from Trocar, and that's what got it done for us around grass and around the docks. Then after about 3 hours of fishing those patterns, I left that pattern and went out to a little bit deeper water into about 20 to 25 foot water. Found a couple of road beds that a friend of mine shared with me. Went on those road beds and I picked up a, as you want to say, just an old shaky head green pumpkin worm on a 3/8 ounce shaky head screw-on type owner hook on that deal. Took that, threw that across road beds for the remainder part of the day. We did that for about 3.5 hours, and we caught our remaining fish on that. Wound up having 11 pounds and I think 1 ounce. Gave me a 16th place finish. But most importantly, what that tournament did for us is it moved us up from 30th place in the Angler of the Year points. Now we're sitting in 17th place. We got one more tournament for the year, and that's on the Alabama River. That'll be the last weekend of September. I think it's September the 30th and October the 1st. It's a 2-day tournament, super tournament as they call it, for the MLF BFL series, and that'll be our last tournament. So if we can make a good standing there, my goal would be, if good Lord's willing, that we'll pull out a top 10 for the year, go to the regional, which is going to be held on up in Tennessee at Dale Hollow Lake, and I'm looking forward to making that, and then hopefully move on from there. So that's what got it done for us. The rods that we used for that Z-Crawl, I used the FX Extreme Angler Series rod. The specific one that I used was a 610 heavy fast. And that tip action with that small of a bait and that small of a 3/16 ounce weight on it with a bobber stopper, that rod works perfect for that. I can skip it under docks. I can get those big fish out of the grass if I need to. But that's a 610 heavy fast. Now, one thing that people are probably going to laugh at me about is the rod that I actually used to throw this shaky head on. I don't use a spinning reel and rod for that. I actually use an Extreme Angler Series FX custom rod, and the rod that I use is a 7.3 heavy fast bait caster, and I've got that big old rascal 3/8 ounce shaky head with that small worm on it, and put that across those road beds in 20-25 foot of water with 12-pound red label cigar. And that's what got it done for us. So just wanted to share that with you. Again, thanks to all our sponsors that we have on board this year. As always, we couldn't do it without you. And I've got a little special shout out to a friend that I met up there, a young man that was fishing off the bank. When I came off the water, he was always there to greet me and say, "How'd you do today, Mr. Scott?" And And that young fella's name is Luke. So Luke, if you're watching this, buddy, shout out to you. Appreciate your support, young man. And even had a chance to sign his cooler for him. He wanted me to sign that for him. And you guys, you know, these young kids that are out there, they're looking up to us anglers, and we need to show them what it's all about. Good camaraderie out there on the water with all your friends, fishing against them in these tournaments. So it's a great time. So just wanted to give you a shout out, Luke. So tight lines to you. And if you get a chance, Luke, DM me, because I got something special for you I want to send to you, buddy. Take care. Tight lines to all you guys out there. Until next time, stay tuned for more from Scott Cruise Fishing.